Hi everybody, Debbie again from Wake and Motivate Oilers. Hoping that this will work out a little bit better than it did last time for me. Today we're going to be going over Spring into Health. So Spring into Health and Wellness. This class is about springtime and even summertime issues that we experience during this time of year. Allergies are a super big issue. I know yesterday my children and I, we were tested, and all of us were testing for our allergies with everything blooming and, you know, all the buds on the trees, definitely causing some seasonal issues for us. So we're going to discuss today, what can we do naturally to help these issues? For children, I would highly recommend local raw honey. You can Google online for local beekeepers. The more local, the better. If you cannot find local raw honey, just find yourself an organic raw honey, and you would simply put 2 drops of lavender essential oil and 2 drops of Copaiba Vitality essential oil right directly in the honey and have your child ingest it that way. Some children have a hard time ingesting it. You may not be comfortable with it. Whatever it is, you can, if you do not want to do this method, you can also apply the lavender and Copaiba right around the orbits of the eyes, being careful not to get it in the eyes. For adults, we do something a little bit different. You can see on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, there is a veggie capsule. You can get these directly from Young Living. You can get them from Amazon. And in here, this particular recipe calls for 6 drops of lavender vitality essential oil and 4 drops of the Copaiba vitality essential oil. You would close up the capsule and take that. Take it as needed. Some days you may need to take more than others. During the season where things are blooming and you're having issues, I would definitely take one every morning and then take more as you need. Play around. For me, I do a little bit different of a recipe. I actually do 7 drops of lavender, a drop of peppermint, a drop of lemon, and a drop of Copaiba, and that works fantastic for me. So we talked about making it, applying topically around the orbits of the eyes. I actually keep this recipe with me at all times during this time of year. This recipe listed here is a 10 milliliter roll-on bottle with 5 drops each of lavender, peppermint, and lemon essential oils, and then you fill the rest with a carrier oil. All you have to do is shake well and then just apply around the orbits of the eyes, around the nose, neck, chest area will really help open you up. I do have some other recipes that I use that works well for me. I love to use empty essential oil bottles. So I'll take one of the larger 15 milliliter empty essential oil bottles, and I'll actually add 12 drops each of these essential oils that are listed, lemon, peppermint, and lavender. And I also add 6 drops of Copaiba, fill the rest with a carrier oil, and apply it that way. Let's talk about sinuses, because this can become a big issue this time of year as well. Lavender around the orbits of the eyes is amazing. Peppermint, if you're having any kind of discomfort, applied on the temples or the back of the neck. Peppermint is a hot oil. Dilute if you have sensitive skin. Deep relief roll-on is another great one to use. I've actually used this one along like the sides of my nose, and it actually like will drain out what's what's in my nose area. Respiratory support. There are quite a few respiratory oils. What one works for another, somebody else may pick a different one. So you got to kind of play around and see what works best for you. In your starter kits, you either got RC, or if you got one of the newest starter kits, you got Raven. So start with those oils. Just apply directly to the chest and neck area. Dilute for children and anybody with sensitive skin. If it's for a child under 3, I would highly recommend myrtle. You don't want to use the eucalyptus radiata on them, but the eucalyptus oil is wonderful, a wonderful oil as well for older children and for yourself. Breathe Again roll-on happens to be my daughter, who will be 9 next month, or in about a month. She loves this Breathe Again. She actually put it on today right on her chest. When she's having issues breathing, she, at nighttime tends to get worse. She likes to apply this to her chest. Really opens you up. Springtime fun. Finally, we had a couple of days of nice weather. Today's a little bit rainy, but We're due for nice weather this weekend. So of course we're going to be outdoors, riding bikes, running around. And what comes with that? Falls and injuries. So what can we do to support the skin when this happens? Cold compress, of course, applied to the area. But here are some essential oils that are wonderful that can help support you. Valor is actually known as chiropractor in a bottle. It is wonderful for bone support. This one's also great for bruising. Lavender is a wonderful essential oil. Lavender can actually be applied on a cut, on an open wound, and it will help control the bleeding of that. Panaway helps with any kind of discomfort you may have. If you're running around too much and let's say it's your legs and your legs are just uncomfortable, you can apply that on and that will help ease the discomfort. Copaiba is also great for that. You can even make a blend of the Panaway and Copaiba. Let's talk about spring cleaning. Thieves Household Cleaner. Most of you that are on my page know how much I absolutely love my Thieves Household Cleaner. This contains 100% plant and mineral-based ingredients and also is infused with Thieves and lemon essential oil. Safe to use around children, safe to use around pets. And the other thing is we all know the benefits, or most of us know the benefits of Thieves, how it helps support the immune system. So what other cleaning products can you use that not only is natural and not harmful to you, but it actually will make you healthier and help improve your immune system? Nothing that I know of. So there are many uses. You can use it in the kitchen, your bathroom. You can use it everywhere. Basically, the more capfuls you use, the more you would use that for more for things that harsher cleaning. The less capfuls for things that don't need quite as much scrubbing or cleaning. So for mirrors and glass, you would use less capfuls than you would, let's say, for the bathroom and the kitchen sinks and things like that. So here's an all-natural soft scrub recipe: a half a cup of Thieves cleaner, 2 cups of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of Castile soap, which you can get right on Amazon, 5 drops of Thieves essential oil, and then 2 ounces of water. So you would just basically combine all of that, mix it well, pour it into a squeeze top container, and just, there you go, you're all set. Shake before using. What I have noticed with this recipe is that if you don't use it, a week or whatever, sometimes it could get hard. So all you have to do is just put some hot water, add some hot water in there, shake it up, and it should work. For me, I've actually now made it even simpler, and I will spray the Thieves cleaner on, let's say, my sink, my bathtub, and then I sprinkle baking soda to use kind of as an abrasive, and I do it that way. It's really nice and simple. Glass and mirror cleaner. Get yourself a spray bottle, a capful of Thieves cleaner, a teaspoon of white vinegar, and that's really just optional, 5 drops of essential oil, fill the rest with water, shake and go. Perfect. I don't even use, I'll be honest with you, I don't even use the vinegar or the lemon essential oil. I just use the capful of Thieves cleaner in a glass bottle and clean my mirrors and my glass that way. I haven't found the need to really add the vinegar, but I know a lot of people like to use the vinegar. Stainless steel cleaner. I am going to, I don't have personal experience with this, but I have plenty of friends, members of Young Living that use this. They take a spray bottle with a 1/4 cup of coconut oil and a capful of Thieves cleaner, and of course fill it with water and shake, of course, before you use, and spray on and wipe. And from what I hear, it gets rid of the fingerprints, gets rid of any kind of rubs on the refrigerators or whatnot. I don't have stainless steel appliances, so I can't really attest to that. But this is a great one that I've heard a lot of people use. Furniture polish. Again, a glass. It says aluminum, but I would prefer a stainless steel bottle. Tablespoon of olive oil, a 1/4 cup of Thieves cleaner, 2 drops of Citrus Fresh essential oil. Citrus Fresh is a blend of different citrus oils. You can really use any citrus oil that you'd like. Put it in a bottle, shake well before it's used, and you're all set. We've been asked before, do I spray it directly on the furniture? I've had no issues with it. My furniture is fine just spraying directly on. Of course, test an area A lot of people like to just spray it on their rag and then put on the furniture. All natural air freshener. If you haven't done this yet, you definitely have to do it. Anybody that has a starter kit, this is like one of the easiest do-it-yourself projects. Great way to get started with your oils. Grab yourself a glass bottle or a stainless steel bottle. I actually get bottles from the local Dollar Tree. And whatever oils you like. A popular one is lemon essential oil and purification essential oil. Fill it with water and spray. In all of my air fresheners, I also add Thieves because we know the effects of Thieves. And if anybody's in the house and I don't want their germs lingering around, the Thieves will help with that. Happy Pet Spray. So I do not have pets. So I have not used this recipe, but I've heard wonderful things about it. You would mix 5 drops each of peppermint, tea tree, and rosemary, of course, with water, shake and spray. And this will help your puppies and dogs and animals be comfortable playing outside. For us adults, I have made my homemade insect repellent with oils, and they've worked wonderfully for me. Now, Young Living did all the work for us, and they actually last year came out with an insect repellent, which I absolutely love. This is clinically proven to repel mosquitoes and prevent bug bites. It repels insects naturally with 99% active ingredients, and it's made with 100% naturally derived plant-based ingredients. It does not have DEET in it, parabens, any fillers, phthalates, petrochemicals, any of that garbage that you find in other insect repellents. So it's appropriate for children. No harsh chemicals. So you really can be happy knowing that you're not putting any of that garbage on you. This is not a spray. It has fatty oils in there as well. So I believe Young Living didn't make it as a spray because the fatty oils can stain your clothes. The essential oils won't, but the fatty oils could. So you would actually pour some in your hands, rub your hands together, and rub it on any exposed skin. This one has worked wonderfully for me. I apply it to my ankles because it tends to be where I get attacked, and has really worked great for me. So if you forget to use your insect repellent, let's talk about what you can do to support those bites that you do get. Lavender and purification. Lavender will help with the redness, and purification will help with the swelling and the itching of it. This is, most of you know Chelsea, who is our amazing, amazing team leader. This is her son. She applied these 2 oils to her son after really swelling up from a bite. And she applied it, I think it was something like every 10 minutes later. It's probably on it. Yep, every 10 minutes for like an hour. And the bug bite was gone. You know, I mean, I even know for myself, never mind my children, but if you get a bug bite, you just scratch, scratch, scratch until it opens up, and then you're bleeding, and then you're scabbing. So really, let me go back to that slide, because what I have done for myself is made a roll-on of lavender and purification. So if there is an issue with that you need to use this, you can just apply it on with the roll-on. It's much easier. The other thing you can do, Lavaderm After Sun Spray is also great for insect bites. So this is another wonderful option. This one it's really like, it's sold as an after sun spray. So this is great if you get too much sun, you forget to put your sunscreen on, you get red, you get pain, you get itching. You can use this for those sunburns. You can also use it for any type of burn, any type of cuts, scrapes, insects, bites. So this one I've actually just started to use for my daughter. When she dances, she gets this red, bumpy, itchy, uncomfortable rash, like on the insides of her thighs. I think just from her legs rubbing together and having those tights on. So she always would use the lavender lotion to help with it. And it definitely helped for her. She just had to constantly apply. We just recently started using the Lavaderm on it because I happened to get too much sun on Monday and I was spraying Lavaderm so it didn't turn into like a peely mess. So I said, you know what, Eva, let's try this on you. And she said to me the next morning she couldn't believe how well it worked and that the redness the next morning was gone. So that's our new go-to for her. So I talked about how I just used it on Monday because I didn't want to peel, and this is a perfect way to avoid that. Again, no alcohol in it, no parabens, no phthalates, no petrochemicals, none of that garbage we find in some of the other after sun sprays. So to avoid having to use that, Young Living has an all-natural sunscreen. It has an SPF of 10. Now, an SPF has to do with the time and not how strong it is. So if it takes you an hour before you start getting a burn, you would take 60 minutes times 10 and really every 600 minutes apply. Let's say you get burns every 10 minutes. So you would take 10 times 10 and you would have to reapply every 100 minutes. Not sure if that really makes sense. So I would just recommend every hour and a half, reapply this sunscreen. This has no parabens, no phthalates, no petrochemicals, all those synthetic dyes and all that yuck in our other sunscreens. This is by far the best natural sunscreen I have ever used. I'm so happy they came out with it last year. I used to make my own sunscreen. This has saved me from having to do that every year. We reapply after being in the pool or the water. We reapply after sweating, and definitely every hour and a half we reapply. Also note that you need to reapply more often if you're in stronger sun or it's a stronger time of year. Here in New York in August, the sun is very strong. Right now, it's not quite as strong. So just like you would with any other sunscreen, you definitely need to reapply often. I absolutely love it. It goes on, it's white, but it doesn't, I don't know if you've ever used other organic or naturally sunscreens, like it would be cakey and you couldn't get the white off you. This one blends in really good. Stock up for the summer on all these items that are here. I can probably guarantee you that the insect repellent and the sunscreen and the lavender and after sun spray will go out of stock probably right away. They are very popular. I would stock up now before the summertime comes. Lavender, purification you want to stock up on. Purification right now, we're only allowed 1 bottle a month, and it's a 5 milliliter bottle. They're eliminating us because they don't want to run out of stock on it. So I would definitely, grab a bottle each month until the summertime comes. Citronella is a wonderful oil to diffuse. If you're hanging out outside, bring your diffuser outside and diffuse the citronella to keep those bugs away. Ledum. I'm going to have you research Ledum because I'm trying to stay FDA compliant. Ledum, I apply. I actually have a roll-on with Ledum and fatty oils, and I apply it to the bottom of my skin, of my kids and myself's feet, or the back of our spine after getting out of the pool with all the chlorine and the yuck. It helps draw out the toxins. This I also apply on my children if they have any of the immune shots. Do your research on Ledum and find out some more information. Again, like I said, stock up on summer, stock up before the summertime comes because I cannot guarantee that they are going to stay in stock for long. I hope this was helpful for you and gave you some ideas. If you have any questions, comment below. I know I kind of went through this a bit quickly, so if you have any questions about recipes or you want graphics for the recipes, let me know. It's all on my page. I can tag you in it. I can repost them. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a blessed day and that you are healthy this spring and summer season. Thanks so much for watching, guys.